Hello kids, let's start our session. For today we are going to have ray diagrams to discuss with. So for drawing ray diagrams we should follow three rules. Okay, and we are studying ray diagrams for mirrors. Okay, so what are the three rules? Rule number one, suppose this is principal axis, this is a mirror, and this is, we know what this is, pole, center of curvature and focus. So if there is a ray of light parallel to principal axis, it passes through the focus. This is our rule number one. Rule number two, if there is a ray of light passing through focus, the reflected ray is parallel to the principal axis. And then rule number three, suppose we draw here. So rule number three is that if a ray of light passes through center of curvature, after getting reflected, it traces back the same path. So rule number one, ray of light parallel to principal axis, after getting reflected, it passes through the focus. Kindly excuse the voices of the train behind. I'm right now explaining this uh, on the railway bridge. Rule number two is again simple. If the ray of light is passing through the focus, incident ray is passing through the focus, then after getting reflected, it comes parallel to the principal axis. And rule number three is again super easy. If ray of light passes through the center of curvature, then it traces back the same path, right? Now let's draw our first ray diagram. So in first ray diagram, the object is kept at infinity. Suppose this is our mirror, pole, focus, center of curvature. Okay, the usual uh, there is no specific guidelines that what measures we should take, but generally I take the distance between CP as 6 centimeter. Okay, so CF is half of it, that is 3 centimeter, and PF is again 3 centimeter, because by general rule we know that the focal length is half of radius of curvature, right? So coming back to our uh, case number one. Case number one is that an object is at infinity, very far, and if there are ray of light coming from infinity, okay, so they are parallel to the principal axis, and after getting reflected, they come at the focus, right? So what do we understand from this diagram? This diagram says that if the object is at infinity, the image forms it at focus. And what is the nature of the image? Was it small? Yes, it was diminished. Okay, point size diminished, it was inverted. Okay, and what is inverted image? It is always real. So this is the nature of the image. Okay, so let's draw our second diagram. Second case, if suppose this is our mirror, this is focus, this is our center of curvature. I'm sorry, center of curvature. This is our pole. If the object is placed just beyond the center of curvature, object is just beyond center of curvature, okay, so we'll have this ray parallel to principal axis. After getting reflected, it will go through the focus, right? Now we have option. Okay, we can use any two rules out of three. So what I am using is this one. If the ray is passing through the focus, right, the reflected ray will be parallel. Okay, okay. So where are they meeting? They are meeting at this point, right? So at this point there will be an image. So suppose this object is AB. So this is the image of AB, A dash, B dash, right? So what do we understand from this? We understood that if the object is beyond center of curvature, the image is between center of curvature and focus. And what is the nature of the image? This image is small, right? Okay, so it is diminished. Is it inverted? Yes, it is inverted. Okay, inverted images are real. So this is the nature of the image, right? So let's see the next one. Again, this is our, you know what, principal axis, and this is our mirror, pole, half, focus, center of curvature. If the object is at center of curvature, right, so what happens? Suppose this ray parallel to principal axis, it passes through the focus, and then the ray which passes through the focus is parallel to principal axis, and we will get an image here, right? Okay, so if the image, if the object is AB, the image is A dash, B dash, right? So let's analyze this. If the object is kept at center of curvature, the image is formed at center of curvature. What is the nature? Okay, how is the image? Is it magnified, diminished? No, it is the same size. Interesting, right? Same size. Is it inverted? Yes. Inverted images are what? Real. Same size, inverted and real, right? The next one, suppose this is principal axis, this is our mirror, pole, 3 centimeter focus, 3 centimeter center of curvature. If the object is between center of curvature and focus, what happens? So line is parallel to principal axis. Yes, you know it. It passes through the focus, and then if the line is passing through focus, it goes parallel to principal axis, and wherever these points meet, this is our image. Here this is AB, this is A dash, B dash. Let's analyze this image again. The object is between center of curvature and focus. The image is what? Beyond center of curvature. And what is the nature? Nature is, isn't it magnified? Yes, it is. It's magnified. It's inverted? Yes, it's inverted. And inverted images are real. So it's magnified, inverted, and real. Right? Remember again, we can also use rule number 3 for this, that if the ray of light passes through the center of curvature like this, okay, it traces back the same path. Okay, So next diagram, again this is principal axis, a mirror, pole, focus, center of curvature. And now if the object is kept at focus, let's draw a ray of light parallel to principal axis. It passes through the focus, and then one ray of light which passes through the center of curvature touching the object. Okay, you can see that these two lines are parallel to each other, right? These two lines are parallel to each other. Okay, so let's analyze this. If the object is kept at focus, image, we don't know where the image formed. Let us say that the image is formed at infinity. Okay, let the lines meet at infinity because they are not meeting here, right? Infinity. Okay, now remember this, whenever we get the image after center of curvature on this side, the image is always magnified, and whenever we are getting the image between C and P, the image is diminished, right? Okay, if you have observed the figure, you know what I mean, right? Okay, so what is the nature? What is the nature of the image? Okay, what is it? It will be, yes, magnified because it is beyond center of curvature, right? On this side it's magnified. It will be inverted, and if this is inverted it will be real, right? Okay, so let's see the last one for today. Now this is a mirror, suppose, pole, focus and center of curvature. So if the object is kept between pole and focus, what happens? Parallel passes through the focus, right? And then center of curvature traces back the same path. Are they meeting on this side? No, they are not meeting on this side. Okay, because they are diverging, right? Okay, so if someone is looking at this mirror from this side, for him he will see the image on back side of the mirror. How? Let us have these lines meet here, the back side, right? And what we get is image, right? If this is AB, so image is A dash B dash. Okay, right? Tell me something about this. Are these two rays, which one? This one and this one. Are these two rays actually meeting somewhere? No. Okay, so is this image real or virtual? Yes, it's virtual, right? Virtual. Is it inverted or erect? It is erect, right? Okay, is it magnified or diminished? It is magnified. Okay, so if object is kept between pole and focus, the image we get is behind the mirror. Okay, and what is the nature? Nature is virtual, erect and magnified, right? Let's revise the entire table. Okay, so suppose this is object, this is image and this is nature. So if the object is at infinity, image is at focus, right? Okay, and how is it? Diminished, inverted and real. If the object is beyond center of curvature, the image is between center of curvature and focus. Again, diminished, inverted, real. If the object is at center of curvature, image is at center of curvature, same size but inverted and real. If the object is between C and F, center of curvature and focus, the image is beyond center of curvature. Beyond center of curvature image means that the image will be magnified. However, it will be inverted and real. Right? The next one. If the object is between focus, it's inverse of this. If the object is at focus, image will be at infinity. See? Opposite of this one. Okay? Right? It will be magnified, inverted, real. Correct? If the object is between pole and focus, this is the special case. The image will be behind the mirror. Okay? And the image will be what? Magnified, virtual, and erect. So these are the 6 possibilities of images formed in the plane mirror. Right? Okay. So do your best. Keep practicing. Bye bye.